worried. It looked like mousesports were getting off to a slow start. I think, you know, with them having that kind of grim reminder that you can't afford to take your foot off the pedal versus Invictus, maybe that's going to do them some favors here heading into the second map. It's armor across the board for the mouse side. Invictus going with this fast A play. They've already thrown that smoke off to block out Ivy, and now the flashbangs go in. Koshak is already deep. He's been spotted. Karrigan, parting gift there as he just backs away. That final bullet finding the opener for mousesports, but flying is Crosshairs flying around the screen right now, and Rops and Ropsic making quick work of this A play. Vadim, the only man left standing, and he can't find anything. Mousesports, they'll get off to a good start here on Train, locking in that CT side pistol.
And that's what you like to see from Karrigan as well. A confident start. He's really, really good down that IV position. He takes 2 kills already in this pistol, and, well, he's done as much as he did in the first 15 rounds of Dust 2, Harry. So already a strong start for the in-game leader of mousesports, and let's hope that that can continue. Invictus, eco round in number 2, just full Glocks. Not going to be going for anything here, and mousesports already buying up plenty of rifles. 3 into round number 2, taking things nice and safe. No bomb plant, but Invictus are going to try and get one here, and they will be allowed as mousesports give up the B site. It's just an AUG playing at the back of the Train for Rops. Jumping out upper. Frozen's found 2. He's actually wrapped Poppy, went up the ladder with his teammate, and the bomb won't even get planted. It is a full mop-up for mousesports. That's nice stuff. I like the immediate pop flank as well. Once they spot the heavy B presence, Rops calls that over, and immediately mousesports get in the back line to deny any extra money being made. A very quick second round as we get into the buy here for Invictus, but it's going to be lacking that AWP. Krieg's out though. And mousesports still running bonus, so let's see what they can do with these SMGs. Frozen's taking the rifle, Woxic taking the UMP so he can make more money off of it. Drop into pop for X-Pro, no fear. As Invictus look for early engagements, mousesports do the same down Ivy, and that's a fast play from X-Pro, who almost catches Frozen out on rotation from that B site. Rops is there alone. Mousesports have pushed Ivy and smoked it off. Chris J still in that position, and Invictus getting cut off by utility all over the map. Fjorn moving through the voxels. Koshak even getting naded. Mousesports, I like the amount of pressure they are putting on just early into the CT side. Still holding on to Ivy means that Invictus are going to be a little more one-dimensional in this round, as mousesports know they cannot be split from one of these 3 outer positions. And look at the stack on inner. 3 players here for mousesports. Now, Invictus, do they walk into the firing line? They still have a player in Pop Dog. If they can get a pick on out of that, would send them back. And actually the bomb is rotating towards T-spawn as well. So Invictus, where do they take that bomb? It is going to be an A play, it seems. Only 2 players here for mousesports as Fjorn fakes B.
3 players here for the Mauers side. Invictus, they've got a window of opportunity to get into this A bomb site in spite of losing a man early. That kill from Chris J, pretty huge. Karrigan gonna turn the tide of battle, flying, trying to pull this back, and that Krieg has done some serious work. It might not be enough though.
No time for this.
Yeah, he's going for the rotation, but
no time.
Yeah, no time, and he knows it. He just holds on to the AK. mousesports going to take this 3-0 start in their stride. They also lose a couple of players, and they've got the cash to invest into those AWPs. I'm curious if we're going to see the double AWP come out straight away, or if Woxic maybe just dons that on his own. He knows he's likely going to be up against a partial investment here from the Invictus side. Bomb plant in that round would have made a huge difference for Invictus heading into this one.
That triple B setup from mousesports was great, because even though it was only a B fake from Fjorn, mousesports had all the info. They had a player on spools, and he was able to peek and realize that there was only 1 player down the ramp for Invictus. So that called an instant rotation from mousesports. And even though X-Pro got a couple of kills from Pop towards those connector players, mousesports still have no problem. Karrigan and whoever else it was on A hold down the round with ease. And fast play from Vadim. He's got an opener. This is the solo AK save from the previous round, and he's making it worth his while. Frozen is in the Pop Dog, but he's not peeking off the back of this. The flash is good, but the smoke is covering Vadim, and Frozen's being pressured from 2 sides. Vadim going to take another fight. He is winning this round on his own right now. 2 kills. Rops is dead as well, and Vadim, he doesn't need the AWP to step up. He's taken 3. Trades are back in though. mousesports making this happen. How on earth has everyone fallen apart? And he doesn't have the bomb. He does have a wrap. The ace is on the cards here to win this round.
Vadim, I don't know where this has come from, but we want to see it even more. This aggression, this man on for the ace, and only one player left to find. Frozen getting peeked, and Vadim's going to take down everybody. Invictus, they'll get that round. Vadim.
That was just a death match.
I'm lost for words.
That was a death match. He just held W and run through the entirety of the map. He went from main to the bomb train, through connector to CT spawn, back through connector to A, and killed everything. And also this kill here that Frozen could have taken him down with, but Vadim plays it so perfectly inside of that smoke. He dodges Frozen and all the information for mousesports that they tried to get off the back of that flashbang. What a pitch perfect round. And that is going to set Invictus up very well, you'd think so. But early into this one, we've already had 2-for-1 trades for mousesports. Pressure out the pop dog from Fjorn. Chris J can't find an angle. He's given away his position. Oh, they're all blind. Chris J going to fight Koshak in main. He can't finish the kill, though, and Rops is dead. Rops gets one as well. Carrigan's dead inside of the site, but both these T's tagged up. This should still be a mousesports round, but Koshak's taking the AWP. Ooh, dangerous for Robs. He's going to fall off and play it a little bit safer. Woxic still holding the connector for that outer peak. And mousesports, they don't need to force fights because they have the bomb in the yard dropped at E-Box.
And with no smoke to deny Woxic this foothold over in the connector, these Molotovs are going to have to do the job. Woxic.
Ooh.
Almost rewarded for that. Rops is going to dismember Koshak, and this leaves Fjorn alone. He does spot the man back by Old Bomb, but Woxic has got this dead to rights. mousesports up 4-1 now. The CT side looking good, looking stable. mousesports finding some consistency here in the second map of this series. And with that round going their way, the economy of this T side back in shambles once again. Will just be this partial investment, so a chance for mousesports to build upon this lead even further.
Yeah, just pistols and a bit of an Ivy play. They drop into pop, and Chris J is just going to CZ them. That is a disrespect if I've ever seen it, and he gets a fully ammoed CZ as well. Worth it. What a play as Carrigan holds down Ivy with this AUG. We mentioned this will be a bit of a factor. It's not going to be too hard for him as just flying left up. Going to have to try and walk through the smoke. Carrigan has fallen back, and that's given Flying some room to move, but he's not going to move much further as mousesports take that 5-1 lead. Nice and early start here on this map. Just that one ace round from Vadim. Other than that, we've not really seen anything from Invictus, and I think this is going to be a bit scary now for the Chinese-Russian mix because, again, going back to these CT versus T sides, you know, CT sides have been weak. We saw 12 rounds in T back on Dust 2. Invictus, if they want a chance in this matchup, they're going to need more T-side rounds. Like, considerably more, like an 8-7 really, but that's not looking too possible right now. Fast play out through main from Koshak. The molly holds him back. He is not going to smoke it, but he might need to because Chris J is just going to peek it, and mousesports take a kill. Chris J, confident stuff. You're seeing the mousesports that we wanted to see back on the start of Dust right now, just forcing engagements and looking very confident while they do. Chris could get flashed in, but he's just going to take a dry peek. Oh, he doesn't see Flying there. I think Flying saw him, though. That Molotov and Pop Dog Fjorn is trapped, and he's getting burnt alive. He does have a smoke, but he just dodges it and runs out and takes down Chris J. That will work. Woxic trading at least onto Fjorn, who was already tagged up, and Frozen is holding sandwich with a gap in that smoke that is about to fade.
And will Flying be ready for Frozen, holding so close. The flashbang from Woxic is stellar, and that's even blinded more. Rops coming in on the flank, in through Pop Dog, and that's mousesports. Now looking to send this statement the way of Invictus. You might have made us look vulnerable back on Dust 2 on our map pick, but here on Trade, we're going to bring the heat early on. And this start building confidence up for the mousesports CT side. We wanted to see them believing in themselves a little bit more, and they're certainly feeling that now.
Pause coming through for Invictus as things start to get a little bit more tough to handle here. And that's one of the things about, you know, Dust 2 in comparison to Train, right? There's just going to be a lot less freedom for the terrorists to find openers here in this map as mousesports, you know, they're going to be able to hold every position. On Dust, it's one that's, a lot of it is based off of just what spawns the Ts get and where they go as a result. And as a counter-terrorist side, do you have the precautions in place to stop the spawns? You can't always have that, Harry. You don't know where the Ts are going to go, and you know, sometimes you have to gamble with heavy long stacks or heavy B setups. And you know, here on Train, where you cover every position by default at the start of the round, so it's coming down to these duels, that of which mousesports are getting the edge of. 4-on-4 though, trade onto Woxic down Ivy, and Chris J's taken main, but Invictus are moving up with the bomb.
And here's the thing, I think Invictus, one of the reasons that we see these T sides often look so much better is it feels like, you know, when they just group all these 5 players up and they set each other up with flashbangs and they play that very reactive style of Counter-Strike, that they do look deadly. But I think, you know, when they go for these more mid-round heavy, these more kind of flanky setups, that's where the problems arise. And maybe that could come down to communication. They've assembled the boost in this smoke. I don't know who sees who first here. Karrigan, apparently, this man sees through the smoke, and both Bjorn and Koshak getting annihilated there on the peak. Fly's even killed his teammate. He does at least get frozen, and this should be the bomb plant for Invictus. The fast rotate from Ropsin through Pop Dog might just seal his fate, though. And as he looks away, Rops likely going to take the peak on the back of contact being made from Karrigan. And there's the round for mousesports. 7-1 up now on this CT side, showing absolutely no signs of slowing down. And they're not giving Invictus away into this.
Take a kit, Chris. Come on. If you haven't got a kit and everyone else does, then you shouldn't be getting the defuse. That's you know, that's stalling it out. mousesports want to keep this going as fast as possible right now, considering how these rounds are transpiring for them. Obviously not really a worry with the bomb having plenty of time left. That 1-on-3 did not look realistic with mousesports coming in from separate positions. Woxic still on this AWP. We've not got one for Invictus though, as they only just have enough for the rifles and a bare bones utility. Lots of early util coming out from mousesports on this A site, but no players to pressure. Seeing spools be used a lot by Rops down on B. Wonder if that'll be cottoned onto by Invictus. Woxic, oh look at this. Absolutely no fear. Vadim's holding though, and if he walks into it, he might die, and there it is. Woxic so patient. If Vadim waits for Woxic there, he probably gets a kill, but on the other side of things, he's the one to go down. And now the B play coming through. Karrigan spots the legs, and he just fires off some shots. mousesports 5-on-3 immediately. Invictus speeding up the pace. They're out upper, and Karrigan's not watching it. Rops is down on lower. He's got to get 2 kills, but he's been dropped on the trade. Low HP, but Frozen will clean up these kills on rotation. And the bomb plant is everything for Invictus. They need the money, but they won't be able to get anything past that. The molly pushing him forward, and Woxic being able to clean up the round. It's another one for mousesports. All too easy on the CT side of Train. 8-1.
And that's the thing. This is where, like, you know, when we looked at the vetoes, I almost feel like it feels like mousesports kind of picked into a favorable map for Invictus, and Invictus maybe picked into a favorable map for Mouse. The difference here on Train is that, you know, as we're kind of seeing, for players like Karrigan who just want to sit back into a bomb site, he's not being left to have to push and prod for information. And you can send your high fly and high fragging players like Woxic down into Ivy. And best case scenario, you know, Woxic gets rewarded with a kill there, as he does in that round. And even the worst case, which is, well, I mean, worst case is Woxic dies, but when does this man die? Worst case is he sees no one. But even then, you get the information that Ivy is clear. So you can set these aggressive CT plays up to yield you a hell of a lot. This B hold's got to come through again. And with no one holding the upper portion of this B site, Bjorn and Koshak, they'll just go running in. Mouse surprised a bit by the pace that Invictus offer up in that round there. Woxic, I don't know, man. He's looking scary, but this one feels like a little too far gone. Chris J alone, likely going to try and hold on to this Krieg. Still plenty of money for Mouse. They can let this second round for Invictus slip by the wayside.
And that's the first time Rops' position on the coils, on the spools down on B has not worked out for them. Invictus able to spot it. They come out 3 from upper first and no one down ramp. So Woxic turns to try and fight that, but he only gets some damage off, and Invictus are able to take him down nice and quick. Great entries from Fjorn. He finds 2 kills very quickly into that B bomb site rather, and only 1 gun saved for mousesports. Their money is fine. It's not great. But if they follow up with a round here, it should just be okay. It's all about keeping your numbers alive. Double AWP, Harry. You mentioned Karrigan does like to pull it out on the CT side. Well, he's gone and done that here in round number 11. But Vadim has his own. Pretty sure it's a first T-side AWP coming through for Invictus as well of this map. So long overdue, but let's see what they can do with it. Obviously with the AK ace and round number 4. I don't blame him for maybe not pulling this out so early, but the money hasn't been there for Invictus as well. And they're going back towards B, just very keen to run out upper here. Rops on the bomb train, he gets 1. Going to try and smoke himself off to stay alive with the flames landing all around him. He's got a double. Good stuff from Rops holding onto this B site, but Vadim's caught a rotation out of the connector. Karrigan getting picked out of the sky. Woxic on rotation with the AWP is here, and all of the mousesports players from the same position. Koshak still holding the pop flank, won't be coming into this round, and he might not be needed as Flying takes an aggressive position with 1, traded by Chris. Is this enough of an opening for mousesports though? They are moving slow back into the bomb site.
Vadim spotting, missing that shot there. And now they know where this AWP resides. He quickly scampers up ramp with the AWP on his back, looking to rejoin Koshak. Now, there is a smoke on mousesports. If they get this onto the bomb, they can try and stick this defuse. Chris J and Frozen both with kits, and Frozen's on the bomb.
Oh, he's got him!
But Vadim able to deal with the diffuser. Chris J, I don't know if you're surviving this one, bud. Neither player lives. Everyone in the server goes down, but Invictus securing a 3rd round, and this B bomb site starting to feel like a bit of a vulnerability for mousesports. Wouldn't surprise me maybe if sometime soon we see perhaps Woxic move over towards the connector, maybe try and be that swing player for the fast rotation over towards the B side of the map. Because right now, there's certainly a few problems over here, that now being the 3rd that they've found on this side. Well, 2nd on B. Obviously, they got that 1 round from the ace of Vadim. But that just doesn't even feel like a reasonable round, does it?
They'll take it, however. They'll take what they can get, even with 0 surviving and losing the AWP after the bomb goes off. At the end of the day, a round's a round, and you know, beggars can't be choosers in this case, Harry. That is back-to-back rounds as well, so mousesports' money is going to be called into question, and you can see they have finally dripped out of the bucket. Someone's cut a hole in the fuel line. Mousesports, they're on an eco. This is going to be Invictus' chance to actually make this T-side reasonable now with a likely 4th round coming through. Frozen's in the pop dog. We've seen Chris get a couple of kills there before with the CZ on an anti-eco. Other than that, Invictus are not going for an immediate B play, finally realizing maybe it's time to move off of that, but could that be to their own demise? Woxic has taken Ivy. This is being covered from T-spawn, but actually as I say that, they move away and go in towards main. Setting up for an A play here. 4 players on the outer site.
Oh, Chris J's the Eagle. Frozen CZ, these pistols feeling lethal, but thankfully Flying has alleviated all of that pressure in one foul stoop. But now Woxic on this Ivy flank. Rops trying to set up over towards Pop Dog. He's only got a Zeus to work with. Woxic will get checked by Vadim, and Vadim able to shut him down. Rops, he wants to get his hands on that AWP. Vadim still holding for this long wrap from Rops. He's only got the USP, so this certainly isn't an easy fight for him to win. And Vadim's just rotated out of there, wanting to hold on to that AWP. Rops isn't going to find anything with the CZ anytime soon. And so Invictus now on to a 4th round here.
Yeah, mousesports will be able to buy, though, moving forward. So the easy streak will, well, not remain easy. That's a player dying after time as well to the bomb. I think it was Koshak. Not what you like to see, considering no one was on that plant for mousesports, but whatever. They can move past it. They've got to move past it as we get into round number 13. Nice deeg as well from Chris. He's been really good with that pistol across this series. But Flying getting 3 kills on the A site to deal with mousesports. And now The buy coming through. Woxic's dropped over a gun, but he's got the AWP as a result, glass cannon. Solo in a play here from Rops again. He's been absolutely fine on that site. Great tag from Woxic, hitting Fjorn down very low. Vadim getting tagged by the grenades as well. And Fjorn is not slowing down despite his low health. Karrigan will not give him the position though, and taking that advantage from mousesports as Invictus start to slow down.
X-Pro even getting railed trying to get out from Pop Dog. So this attempt at the fast A play has been almost shut down. The dink onto Koshak leaves him on just 10 points of health, but at least he's clawed back this 3-on-4 for Invictus. Knowing that they don't even have to commit to A, they'll trade that gun back and forth. The AWP now in the hands of the 10 HP player flying. Can he find anything over here towards the Ivy side of things? Karrigan's already scoped up and on position from CT, so he should have this one dead to rights.
Even if he doesn't, he can just jiggle and let him get out Ivy. Frozen is going to be able to turn around from the bomb train and assist. Karrigan just keeping Flying occupied right now. Flying really has to be the man to open up this round unless they group up and hit B and hope he comes in on alert, because he's the only one with health, but Karrigan has removed that very swiftly, and now it might just be that desperation B play from Vadim. Koshak going to grab the bomb and bring it towards his teammate, but 20 seconds, they've got to run if they want any chance to win this round, and mousesports now have 2 players to hold on to this one. Rops with a great position to hold up right now. He's being covered from ramp down below, so, you know, this is not a spot where Rops is playing that Vadim will expect coming out of upper, but he won't come out of upper, Harry, because it's a save. It's a 9th round for mousesports, and Invictus going to have to give this one up. 2-on-4, and no chance back into that round, so guns held on for Invictus. They don't really have a lot of money to buy around it, though.
Yeah, they can get 4 rifles in play in this round, you know, so I imagine we still see them go for the buy, but it's going to leave them pretty hamstrung in terms of the utility. We can see the GG bet odds still leaning in favor of mousesports here. What a turnaround from Dust 2. And yeah, that will be the buy on the cards for Invictus. It's only Koshak and Vadim who are a little more restricted. Needs early deny this fast main peak. One thing I'm liking, Invictus, they've gone back to just kind of grouping all 5 players up. We haven't really seen them throwing these fakes in. And I think this is where Invictus look their strongest. You've got a great bunch of aimers, players who can set each other up.
Ooh.
Oh, but this round, Woxic, he's got aggressive up towards the halls at the B side of the map and already dealt with X-Pro. That was one of the 2 players toward this side of the map for Invictus. Chris J holding all round over towards main, finally gets rewarded for his patience, and now Vadim and Flying, 2 versus 5.
Oh, that molly.
Woxic already on the angle, waiting for Vadim to try his hand at this peak, and
nice.
Vadim gonna win that out. Flying, getting another, but it's only 1 man left standing, and he's got to go all the way back for this bomb. Whoop. Surprise.
He's got another one.
Got another one, mate. Drop that down there. Drop it, drop it. Chris J's scratching his head like, what even is this? The Deagle hole.
Now you press spacebar and you fly off, and Chris J is waiting, so he's not dropping that kill. Nice try. I respect it, you know. Trying to get him pop, cheese yourself a frag, but mousesports are just not giving up rounds here, Harry, and this is turning out to be a difficult game for Invictus. That being said, they put up 4 rounds on the T side. It's respectable, but is it enough, really, as we head into the last round of the half? They're not going to have the money either. I'd like to see them go for a fast B play here, but Woxic getting aggressive at the B halls, and that's a really good spot from him as well. You know, he gets a pick. A lot of players fall back after 1, but he sticks around. It does end in him getting picked up by the AWP, but it still gives you so much info. If you have a player in B halls, you can always run that solo B setup and have 4 players on outer, because you just know that your entirety of B is covered. It's like having Banana on Inferno. You've got a bit of a warning ahead of time to go, okay, I spot them coming towards B, I'm going to need to rotate. And, well, mousesports can just send the bomb train player back through connector with plenty of leeway, plenty of time. In this case, it doesn't matter. Invictus buying up in the last round of the half, and it's pretty weak as well. 3 SMGs, a P250 on Koshak, and flying with the best gun. It's a Galil. Honestly, I think the P250 is probably the best gun here. mousesports, no fear. Fast play outer though, and it's all down the Olaf position. 3 players out in the yard, and a couple coming from Ivy as well. Karrigan's got to concede it, falling back now as this is getting messy. Frozen in a great position to punish the bomb, but he's going to walk through a smoke, and Koshak is waiting on the other side. Karrigan running out of ammo, and he will at least get a couple of shots off with those last few bullets, trading back onto Expro, keeping things close, but the man advantage for Invictus, and the bomb is planted.
Yeah, Rops from Pomp Dog has to do a hell of a lot, and they're all coming towards him. Rops, 2 players at E-Box here, and the instant peek from Vadim finds him. Those players at E-Box never even get spotted, so Karrigan heading into this retake largely blind in a 1v3. He at least now knows the whereabouts of Fjorn. It's that wrap around greed train from Koshak that should solidify this, and indeed it will. Invictus, they manage the 5-10 half. It's recoverable. It's manageable here for the Invictus squad. mousesports still in the lead, still looking good. Trying to right their wrongs from Dust 2. Find out if this series is going to go the distance or if it ends here on train after a quick break. At the half, mousesports with a little more confidence in the first half of Train than that of Dust 2. They put up an early 3 rounds in their CT side of the previous map, eventually winning the map somehow, some way, and it looks like they're on the road to do the same here in the choice of Invictus. It is the Train yard as now Invictus head over to the CT side, the more favored side, but really the storyline of this team has been, well, weak and rough CT sides, not able to hold their line on the defense, and versus, you know, the teams they've played, Vitality and now mousesports, I don't really blame them. You are up against some of the best teams from Europe, so we'll see how Invictus fare now in the second half. Lots of utility in this pistol round as well, going for the Fnatic setup with a double nade ramp. Oh no, oh no. Oh, that utility going in towards A.
Baited.
Has baited them in hook, line, and sinker. Bomb plant is already coming in for mousesports, and now 5v5 in the retake. A lengthy flank from Karrigan looking to come in towards Ivy, but that relies on anyone staying alive inside of the bomb site. And Vadim and X-Pro, they've shut everyone down. Karrigan running as fast as he can. You can hear him panting through the screen, but he's not getting to this bomb site in time. They're already on the defuse. And that is the round locked in for Invictus. They'll secure the pistol round here and get off to a good start as they try and recover that 5-10 half.
Man, Vadim has been incredible in this map as well. He didn't really show up on Dust 2, but right now he is making it work. He takes the first rifle round for Invictus on the T side with an ace in, well, it wasn't even a rifle round, it was an eco with a solo AK, and he has not stopped since. 3 kills in that pistol round, and this is happening now for Invictus. The comeback is on the cards as we get into round number 2. mousesports on Deegs. Invictus weaponed up, armed to the teeth. IV play for mousesports. Rops is in the pop, Harry. We didn't really see him here in the CT side, but we know how good he can be on the terrorist half. Especially with that Deeg. Fjorn is waiting patiently down below. And Chris Ooh, he spots him, but doesn't quite get the kill. A jiggle from Koshak. And mousesports just going to speed up. Screw it. At this point, they know a reload's coming through. Roxic's found him with a dink. 10 HP on Koshak as he has to give up this position. His teammate moving in from the bomb site instead. Rops is still waiting for this pop play that has yet to come through. And Vadim picking up the other player down Ivy. The bomb has made its way deep through the sandwich here for mousesports, but Rops dead in pop and Frozen ascertained in main. There is a flank from Carrigan, but this shouldn't open up too much of a world where mousesports can do anything. That bomb plant is still a fleeting prospect, and a missed shot that could have been a kill with just a chest shot. X-Pro saving his teammate's life, and Koshak with another one. It's going to be a round for Invictus here. They only lose one player.
Yeah, so with that bomb plant and Mauer's electing to just go for Deagles, they're going to have full Kriegs, full utility to work with in this one. Attempt at the bonus round from Invictus as they're running a couple of SMGs into this. Ivy control looking to get taken by mousesports. They've got two players here, Woxic and Chris J. Rob's going to bait the peek out from Vadim.
God, he is so good there. That jump fully baits Vadim into moving it aggressively, and Rops has already posted up right after it. Molly down Ivy, that will give mousesports some control here. Ooh, X-Pro, he is ready and waiting right now, but they could go for a double drop. Frozen here with Rops, and they are sitting outside of the B bomb site, not wanting to make a move, throwing utility, and Chris J's been picked up on Ivy. Now Invictus know this is a fake. They know it's not going to be an A play, even with that smoke coming down from Rops. X-Pro not keen on flanking. B is empty though, Harry. For some reason, Invictus has decided to leave this completely open despite seeing nothing on the A site but Chris J, and he was killed many seconds ago. Mousesports in B. There are kits for the retake, but a site should never be given away this easily. The flank, however, is good. Double pop dog flank, and Mousesports only know about one of those men.
Yeah, and it's Koshak as a result. He really stands to make a difference in this round. And kills still coming in favor of Invictus. In the blink of an eye, Frozen's the only man left, and that is Koshak coming in to solidify things. Another round for Invictus, 8-10. As they decimate that full buy of Mauers, at least the bomb plant comes in, so mousesports, they can go, I mean, they can fully invest here if they would like. They can get rifles on everyone, but they're going to be left with no utility if they decide to go for that. Considering they've still got this buffer, wouldn't surprise me if we just see a partial investment here, maybe go for that B bomb site play. They've been able to find bomb plants there time and time again, at the very least. And so it is just a partial investment here from mousesports. They've got a decent bit of utility bearing that in mind. Molotov, that actually forces Frozen out from main. Chris J's already gotten into Pop Dog, and now with this pop control going the way of Maus, with this utility going over early, we could see this B split on the cards. The one thing is, Chris J over in Pop, not ideal. He's the man with most of the utility in this round. Carrigan, he's waiting to line up that smoke from T-Spawn. That's going to go over and try and block off the view from the connector and the bomb train. That now goes down, and that allows these Pop Dog players to start to work their way up to try and close this gap. Chris J falling. That's all that utility removed. And one by one, mousesports are getting picked apart. This partial investment not finding anything for the Mouse side. Rops, there we go. Woxic tagging up one, finishes him off with the scout, but surely doesn't survive this, and he will not.
Got wallbang from Con.
My word, what a way to go.
Yeah, nice round from Invictus. They are really pulling this game back into their hand, Harry. It is their map pick. We know that, that even though the CT sides have been weak, this is a good map for that defensive side. mousesports, though, yet to show everything in terms of full buys with orbs. And that will not change. Krieg's here. Should be good enough. Carrigan has really turned things around. He's now top of the server, or at least top of his team, just second in the server after, bottom fragging the previous map. What a story for him. Great entry from Woxic with the Krieg. Fjorn's been smoking himself off on the site. Koshak coming out from Ivy, got a wide angle. Rops won't expect this, and Koshak is going to be able to take him down. Fjorn, oh, he gets aggressive through the smoke, and he takes a trade, but the bomb plant is down for mousesports. The retake is on, and it's already getting shut down. Flying, keeping this one under question, and a double peek, but Karrigan isn't there in time. He allows Chris J to fall. Vadim is on this flank, and I don't think Karrigan realizes, but he's got a position, and Vadim has to climb up this train. He's going to take a wide angle spot. What? There it is. That looked scary for a second as he seemed to lose Karrigan's position, but he does take the kill and the retake. 5 in a row now for Invictus in this second half. They're putting mousesports to the test.
And they've equaled up that scoreline. They're looking to do the reverse sweep here on Train. A lot of this spurred on by that man on your screen, Vadim, having a stellar game for Invictus. Train very much feeling like his map. And, you know, I mean, I was a little bit worried because X-Pro, the man who so often dons that secondary AWP alongside Vadim, was looking like he was struggling early on. He came into this second half with 1 kill to his name, I'm pretty sure. So he's at least getting back on his feet, and it doesn't really matter if this second AWP is struggling because we haven't had to see it come through. Vadim is doing the work of 2 men all on his own. This round already shutting Rops down, and that's quite the scalp to find when you think about the performance he put up back on Dust 2. Someone who so often creates the space for mousesports to work with. Ooh. Arrogant. 2 players already posted up on the ramp. Another man even in rotation toward this B bomb site. I was going to say, yeah, Victus, they decide against that. They've got these upper halls. They've got X-Pro over in Pop Dog. They haven't heard anything over towards B. Chris J, though, exploiting the gap that he's found. Not quite able to follow up onto X-Pro. And this now leaves Woxic and Frozen 2 versus 4.
Yeah, not an easy position, especially with this AWP as well. Invictus aren't giving up picks. They're not peeking main. They know this AWP could be a factor here. And Woxic is going to have to hunt for his kills. Molly and the Pop Dog will delay a peek from that position. But actually, all it's done is send X-Pro on a long flank through T-Spawn. If this bomb goes down, he'll be in for the retake. But that might be a possibility here. mousesports closing the gap. But this flank ever present here for Invictus. They've just got to stall and buy time on the site. Woxic getting wide peak, but he's found a second kill. He can go towards B, but he's not got the bomb. He's got to go back and grab that, and now the flank is here. Now X-Pro's in position towards main. Both these CTs holding together, and Woxic can just not find a kill. 20 seconds. Cyclops mode as he pushes back down Olaf. Clearing angles, making noise, and he's been repeat. Koshak will finish him off, and Invictus will take a 6th round in a row on this CT side. Where are mousesports gone?
Yeah, it's all started to fall apart again for Mao. You know, this is where you run the risk of getting in your own head a little bit. You've lost 6 in a row on your opponent's map pick, and after Dust 2 is so close, you've got to get a little bit worried now if you're mousesports.
Definitely.
Especially with Mirage being that 3rd map. You know, it's a good map for Mouse, but also it's another one of those puggy, aim-heavy maps where we can just see Invictus look to play the numbers game.
And of course, really, it shouldn't matter, right, in terms of the map pool. Like, mousesports should always be favored in this best of 3 wherever we end up. But the 3 best maps for Invictus are Dust, Train, and Mirage. And those are the exact maps we've had for this series, Harry. So, you know, Invictus are in very comfortable ground. It goes both ways, of course. But, yeah, you know, Mirage being that 3rd map and looking more likely than ever, mousesports have definitely got to be scared. That's a hard one to run. Invictus making this interesting, and an aggressive round from X-Pro as he gets close towards E-Box. As many CTs in position here. Smoke's going out for this T side, and they're just going to start to burst the site. Oh, through the smoke, Fjorn spamming. He gets some damage, but Karrigan's going to get an opening kill. 2 picks here from the CZs as the trades fly in for Invictus. X-Pro's aggressive position towards a Pop Dog, and he has been a delight to watch on this CT side, constantly getting in the backline of mousesports, and once again pushed up. Woxic rather getting tagged, and Flying will clean up that round. It's Invictus 12-10. Only a half buy for mousesports as now the money is back in play, but they won't have the AWP.
And that's the thing, Vadim is such a nuisance with this AWP on the CT side. He's constantly keeping mousesports guessing, right? The round before last, we see him take that early peek in towards the upper halls. This round, he's already at that A side of the map to shut down that attempted fast play from the Mouse side. This time he's over towards Ivy. He's constantly switching up these positions, and mousesports on the back of not being able to locate this orb have been getting shut down by it time and time again. And this round is no exception. Vadim peeking out, takes the man advantage. X-Pro's going to follow up as he now reaches double digits, which, considering he comes into this second half with 1 kill to his name, it's quite the turnaround. Koshak lying in wait for this smoke to fade, and Karrigan waiting patiently on the other side. The one thing that goes against Karrigan here is Vadim is already posted up back in Ivy, looking to get that trade, but Karrigan, he doesn't care. He's doubled up. No, now he's on to a third. Karrigan, 1v2. Bomb on his back, and he knows where one of these two players are. Will he anticipate the double peek, though? One player already wrapping past the stopper. Karrigan desperately seeking out this 5th man, trying to figure out where his opponents lie. He's done a stellar job of making this clutch feel doable. Down from what was a 1v4 all the way to the 1v2. He's got to ace it if mousesports want to get their first T-side round on the board, but he's at least got the right read. He leaves that A side of the map, and he can get this bomb planted over towards B. With all that utility on Fionn, Molotov, smoke, everything Invictus needs to force Karrigan out of this bomb site. Him trying to play for the post plant could hurt mousesports here. Not to his knowledge, though. Very uncommon to see a full belt of grenades left this late on in the round. And a smoke on the bomb, a Molotov into upper, that could just solidify this for Invictus.
There's not much Karrigan can do but wait out that molly, and they're already on the defuse. It's a 1 round. There's nothing he can do unless he ran through it, and he wasn't to know. It's going to be a full defuse. He might get these kills after, though. Oh, the ace for Karrigan, but it's not going to be around when another on the CT side for Invictus as they take 13. This is 8 in a row now, Harry. Very nice round from Invictus, who just stick that defuse with no fear. And the value of keeping onto that utility shown once again. Nice kills from Karrigan, but unfortunately they don't really do anything. They, will break the money for Invictus somewhat, meaning that if mousesports win this 24th round, Invictus are going to be out of cash. But, that's dependent on mousesports winning a round, which yet to happen on this T side. Rops again holding pop, but X-Pro's not falling for it. Oh, I say that. He actually takes Rops down to 12, so fair enough. That's a perfect start for Invictus.
Oh, Vadim waiting for these main peaks. Mau's able to get out of there and cross in that one moment that the AWP had rotated away. So they didn't realize that everyone for Maus has left main. Sneaking over towards B. X-Pro not going to get the information from this, just holding over towards the pop dog. Flying, just jump peeking for the information. Now he sees that they're down rampant. For Invictus, they've rotated 3 players into this bomb site. Koshak, the one to try and hold the line. Rob's going to remove X-Pro with the AWP. Koshak's been deleted as well. And that AWP in the hands of Rops coming alive. Despite getting tagged down to 12 points of health early in the round, he still found a monumental amount of impact here. And now, as they've finally done it, they've finally put this first round on the board. They've ended an 8-round streak that Invictus had put together to now find themselves in the lead.
There's no better feeling than being given the AWP as a non-primary AWPer for the team. Even if you are low, just taking it midway through a game, it can really give you a whole new way to play. And Rob's finding 2 kills off the back of it. Just the refreshing factor of being given a different gun that he's not had to use all map long can be everything for an individual. And Robs gets 2 kills, putting mousesports on 11. CT timeout. And yeah, now Harry, we look back to that ace from Carrigan. Even though he lost the round, now it has monumental impact because this scoreline is close and Invictus are out of money. They're on a tactical pause to work out how they want to spread this cash. We could see them force buy around this AWP and try and put together a, you know, something here and break back mousesports. But really, there's no easy option. They're going to be on pistols alternatively. Or maybe even regardless, considering how low that cash really is for the CT side. Not going to be an easy situation by any means of the word. And they will decide to force. Yeah, it's pistols either way, so may as well get some armor behind them and have a bit of chance to throw that AWP around. Vadim is on 22 kills, second in the server to Carrigan. Heavy stack on this A site as well. The AWP is here, and it's already found a tag. Frozen gets put down low. He runs right through his smoke, though. Ballsy, this Deagle could do everything through the smoke, but he doesn't want to give away his position, hoping they come his way, and they do. Koshak grabbing a Kree. This spam. Oh, he's playing with the RNG, not getting anything done. Woxic and Chris J on these guns, picking up frags left and right, but Vadim is making this AWP prove worth its weight in gold. 2 kills as he gets put down low by the Molotov. Now last alive is just Vadim. Got to deal with Woxic, and that's easier said than done. mousesports, 12 rounds. They deal with the force, and now as a result, they get to deal with an anti-eco. This should put mousesports up to 13-13. This has been a strenuous game, Harry, but they might just be able to take the advantage back.
Yeah, I mean, this is finally going to be an eco, a chance for mousesports to breathe the collective sigh of relief as they try and tie this one up now. And they should be able to get away with it. I mean, even though we've seen Invictus's pistols look good, this is not a round I'm expecting much from them in. And indeed, that's not the case. Carrigan padding those stats out even more. And now as they've tied it up 13 all. This, another game that's looking to go the distance at the very, very least. Flying, trying to find something, but not going to be able to do so, only with the USP, right? So no harm done, no problem there for Invictus. They went into that not really expecting to find much. Now we've got that buy coming in. We haven't seen the double AWP yet on this CT side. I'm wondering if maybe we see that get bought out now. But honestly, I mean, with how fast mousesports have been playing in towards this A bomb site and with how good this wall of smokes has been, yeah, I think you'd rather have X-Pro on that M4.
Early smokes from mousesports. They haven't gone towards B in some time, and realizing that as well, the bomb will follow. These early smokes keep Invictus in position, but most importantly, force out utility, which will no longer be there for the retake. Woxic, he's just gone right down ramp, and T's walking out onto this bomb site. The molly keeps flying in position. He's going to try and play around that smoke, could spam it, or just go through it with a flashbang, but he's blind. And up for the chopping block here as more utility reigns in. Carrigan spams the smoke to great success. There's an AWP coming through connector in the form of Vadim, and Carrigan needs to be careful. Good nades from mousesports. They're keeping Invictus on their toes, but Koshak sending back a return fire. Carrigan getting aggressive, going down. This bomb only just getting planted despite mousesports having the site for a significant amount of time, and that's given time for Vadim to move up. Fjorn getting picked. Vadim one with the AWP, and Rops is pinned in. He's got nowhere to move. He's got to wait for this flank. Chris J is coming out, and this could win the round, but Vadim turns, and Invictus are going to pick it up out of nowhere. Great awareness from Vadim. What a reaction onto that flank from Chris J, and 14 rounds taken first by the Chinese and Russians.
Oh, and Maz, I mean, they've got the money to invest. They've got some cash there, but it's feeling dicey. They don't want this one to slip through their fingers. They don't want this to go to Mirage. And the panic may be setting in a little bit now. That reality does not seem too out of this world at this point in time. The lead taken once again by Invictus. The moment we see that AWP back in the hands of Vadim, they're finding success from it. Tactical pause for mousesports. They're speaking with Regin, trying to make sure they know the game plan heading into this round. And that's the thing. One thing you've really got to give props to Invictus for is just how good these retakes towards the B side of the map has been.
Yeah.
Think about the amount of times we've seen mousesports get the bomb down there, get that bomb planted, and sometimes even have the advantage in the post plant. And Invictus, they always manage to get it done. Now we see that double AWP come through. X-Pro going to be donning that alongside Vadim. Mouse setting up for what looks like the fast B play with Woxic to maybe come in late through Ivy. He's only got that AWP though, so definitely not ideal to come in on the lurk with.
If he can get a kill, oh, there it is. That's a huge opener. That's Vadim dead. He's been the best performer here from Invictus. But not only that, it's putting so much pressure on. Look at Woxic and look at the rotations he's drawing. X-Pro has gone through CT with that second AWP to try and make up for this position. And Flying is now alone on B. He misses the smoke. He's gone blind. And Rops is just going to find him from the upper. mousesports all over this B site. Invictus, they've got to consider a save at this point. It's a 3-on-5. They're out of the site and they're likely out of the round. Rops looks to make that so with a flank. Carrigan getting caught by Fjorn up Pop Dog, but look at Rops, he's in CT. X-Pro aware of the possibility. Rops not wanting to overstep the mark here after losing Carrigan and giving Invictus a way back into this round, but he might not have a choice because this AWP is ready and waiting. Still though, 3-on-3 and the time is ticked back for Invictus. They've got to save. They've got to hold on to this double AWP. And mousesports are going to be making this a 30-round game once again at very minimum.
I feel like this one's got overtime written all over it, doesn't it?
It does feel that way. That being said, though, if mousesports win the follow-up round and break the money of Invictus, they're going to have, you know, an anti-eco essentially going into round number 30. So there's always that to worry about. Invictus do have decent loss bonus. They have 4, but even so, they've got to spend pretty much everything here just to facilitate that full buy for round number 29. So, you know, if Invictus win this round, mousesports can buy. If mousesports win this round, Invictus are out of cash.
And we can see the head-to-head between Vadim and Woxic. It's a very, very close affair, right? Especially with those AWPs. Tactical pause called in from Invictus as they're fully aware of those conditions you just mentioned, right? If they lose this one, there's a good chance that this map is just like Dust 2, a map that slipped through their fingers.
It's kind of crazy that both in-game leaders who bottom frag Dust 2 are now both top fragging for their teams up on train, that being Vadim and Carrigan. So respect to that, leading by example, and they've got to continue to do so as we get into round number 29. That early B smoke going down for Invictus. mousesports are sending players towards that side though. They won't be able to get ahead of it. Rops is holding on to Pop Dog. No CTs here. Close main position from Invictus in this AWP and B upper.
Yeah, Flashbang just went in alongside the deep smoke, so if you're Carrigan, you're very much anticipating that someone's taken an aggressive stance towards the B halls, and Rops has caught a timing there. Koshak and Fjorn. Oh no, this cannot be how it all falls apart. Flying's fully blind, and Rops is flying out from the Pop Dog. He has decimated this A-hole. The house of cards that Invictus had here has just crumbled down around them. And it's only Vadim left, 1-on-5. He wants to hold on to the AWP. In all these rounds where we've seen Vadim get away with this AWP and keep a weapon into that solitary, you know, like, solitary weapon round, I guess. You know, like one gun on the team and then partially or fully investing, in this case, around it. He's always found success. And Mouse, they don't let him get away with that AWP. They hunt him down to the end of time itself. 15-14, map and series point for mousesports. Invictus now desperately vying for overtime in this one. Let's not forget, they took 8 rounds in a row to kickstart this half. Since then, mousesports, they found their footing, they fought back, and now if they can overcome these SMGs, if they can beat the force buy of Invictus, they can wipe the sweat off those brows and take this series 2-0. Carrigan continuing to put up numbers, triple push in through B. All these players gonna try and get down Pop Dog, but they should call it Rops Dog, but then he's locking it down. Fjorn gets the trade back, but Rops and Woxic make this one happen. Mouse mousesports 16-14.
Not even close.
It takes them 2 30-round maps, but they get it done. Dust 2 and Train go the way of mousesports, and they send Invictus packing. They get the job done. It didn't look easy, it didn't look comfortable, but at the end of the day, a victory is a victory for this mousesports squad. And they'll be content with that.
Yeah, avoiding elimination here. That would have not been a fun way to go if you were mousesports, but boy, oh boy, do they get the win, and a hard-earned one as well. Invictus, you've got to give it to them, though. They come into this event as one of the bottom teams, and they really put up a showing. Not against Vitality, but here against mousesports. 14 rounds, but in both those maps, and that's got to be a heartbreak hotel for them to actually lose out in the series, not picking up either of those opening 2 games. But what can you do, Harry? You are up against mousesports after all, and Invictus, you know, some gained experience against some top-tier European teams, and a chance to go home and, you know, improve on what they learned.
Yeah, I mean, for a team that coming into this, I'd heard nothing about, right? Seemingly just come from nowhere. They've done a stellar job. But Hugo, you and me, we can hypothesize about this all day long. One man who can get the answers straight from the horse's mouth is Parlus. Let's throw this one over to him with an interview.
Well, look who it is. Chris JJ. Congratulations on that victory, my friend.
Thank you, Pan. I appreciate it.
I want to talk about the scoreline, 2-16-14s, very close matches. On Dust 2, Invictus had a very good T side. What was happening?
I mean, I think we were not playing our best game, but I don't want to put it too much on that. I think they did play better than we expected they would. They just hit their shots, and especially I feel like on a map like Dust 2, if you're not on point, you're going to get punished by that, so that was happening.
Coming into the second map, Train, what were your plans? Did you have any sort of read on how they might play the map?
Yeah, we did actually. We obviously also felt pretty confident after Dust 2, right? We managed the comeback once again, so I think it also showed on our CT side on Train. Like, I feel like we should have won maybe 11-4 or 12-3 CT side. In the end, it was like 10-5, I think, but yeah, they still made it hard again on the next half, so that's what it is. They were playing good.
Was it difficult in any sense to play against their play style, because they're an opponent that you're not going to get to see too regularly?
No, I think that's definitely a part of it. I think underestimating is maybe the wrong word. I mean, I think you put it in the right way, that their play style is something that you're not really used to. So it's just hard to adapt to, because many teams don't really play like them.
Now, you've kept your life going here in the competition. On day 1, you did suffer a defeat, and afterwards, Chris, you were showing some emotion. You were quite frustrated, you hit your desk. What was going through you at the time?
To put it really short, I was just hungry, and I wanted to win. We lost. I lost a bit of control of myself. In that sense, I was mostly disappointed in my own behavior, also afterwards, because I think I didn't really help the team in any way. Like the last half of the third map, I was just so tilted. I haven't been so tilted in a long time. So that's my own fault, something I need to work on again more to stay more calm and keep being a help to the team, you know? But yeah, it was an intense match against North.
So in that sense, I think you're looking to turn that hunger into some fire to continue pushing you through the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Chris, congratulations on the victory. Best of luck over the rest of it. mousesports are your victors here, ladies and gentlemen, over Invictus.
It's so nice to see Chris J, like looking smiley again. You know, like we've seen him a few times